what's going on, guys? It's MaxMax24, and it is already December. November just flew on by, and with a new month means a new haul video. That's right, I bought a lot of movies, some video games, some books, and some pop figures in the month of November. Since it is the month of Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I splurged a little bit. Let me know what things you picked up in the month of November. But before we get into that haul video, please, as always, remember to drop a like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and all the fun stuff us YouTubers tell you guys to do. Follow me on social media: Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I have most on Twitter and TikTok, sometimes on Facebook, barely on Instagram. Follow me, please subscribe to me here. And with that, let's get into the haul video. So we're gonna start off right off the bat with movies. Now, movies, I picked up a decent amount because, again, Black Friday and Cyber Monday happened, and I love Black Friday and Cyber Monday because I love buying things. So the first movie that I'm going to show off is Miracle on 34th Street. It's very timely, very in season since December is here, since the Christmas season is here. This is one of the best Christmas movies ever. My dad calls it the Good Lawyer movie because it's about a good lawyer, but it's really about Santa and all. A lot of stuff happens in this movie. It's a great movie. I love this movie. Perfect Christmas viewing movie. One of the ones that we just have to watch almost every year. Right, Elf is the one we watch every year, but sometimes this gets put on too. Sometimes Santa Claus gets put on. But this one's a great one. I'm so glad I get to add it to my Christmas collection. Next up, I picked up the Bad Boys collection. This is all three of the Bad Boys movies, a classic series by Will Smith. They're fun little dumb movies, alright? There's three of them: Bad Boys, Bad Boys 2, and Bad Boys for Life. Bad Boys for Life is the newest one. It was cheap, and I'm like, I might as well add this series to my collection because everybody knows the song, everybody knows these movies. It's iconic. Then I picked up Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck is an old Marvel-based movie produced by George Lucas or directed by George Lucas, something, but it's a really old, well, not really old, but it's an older Marvel movie, right? It's not part of the MCU, except for James Gunn did throw Howard the Duck into both the Guardians movies, so maybe it is in the MCU. I don't know. But it's not a great movie either. It's not the best movie in the world, but it's still, you gotta have it, alright? Every Marvel fan's gotta have Howard the Duck. How can you not have Howard the Duck? He's an influential part of the Guardians series, of course, you know. Again, not a fantastic movie, not an Oscar winner, but still, it's a movie about a duck who talks and smokes. Like, what are you expecting? Oscar gold here? Along with that, I picked up Space Jam. Space Jam is a classic movie about the Looney Tunes playing basketball. I loved it when I was a kid, alright, but I'm aware that it's not a great movie. My nostalgia makes it a great movie. It's great for kids, you know, but if I watched it again now for the first time, I probably wouldn't enjoy it. But when I grew up, I enjoyed it, so I had to add it to my collection. The new one, however, is awful. This one's pretty fun. Then I picked up Independence Day, a classic sci-fi movie. Alright, they made a sequel that I never saw, which thankfully I don't ever want to see it, but the original one is so good. The speeches are memorable, the scene with the UFO blowing up, it's great. It's great. I love this movie, alright? Fantastic sci-fi movie. If you have not seen Independence Day, I don't know what you're doing, alright? Go see Independence Day. Then I picked up The Revenant. This is probably like one of my grandpa's all-time favorite movies, alright? It's Leonardo DiCaprio. He won an Oscar for it because he crawled into an animal, alright? They had to give him an Oscar. He's like a mountain man, and it's about a bear attack, and it's inspired by true events, and yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but if you haven't seen The Revenant, it's pretty good. It's not for everybody, but I enjoy it. Then I picked up the Bumblebee and Transformers 5 movie collection Blu-ray. I have Bumblebee in 4K. I had the first two Transformers in DVD, so this is kind of like an upgrade / adding the last two Transformers movies. Bumblebee, it's in this pack because I wanted this pack and it was cheaper than just buying the 5 movie collection by itself. So that's why I have Bumblebee in Blu-ray now, but I also have it in 4K, so the Bumblebee's kind of a downgrade. But the 5 movie collection of Transformers is an upgrade, so it's really nice. The Transformers trilogy is a guilty pleasure for me. The 2 with Mark Wahlberg, I don't really enjoy. But the 3 with Shia LaBeouf, I do enjoy. I still enjoy. I don't know what it is about them, but I enjoy watching them. Bumblebee is actually truly a good movie. If you have not seen Bumblebee, if you were soured by the 5 Transformers movies we got before Bumblebee, don't let it sour you. Bumblebee is actually a really good movie. It's kind of like a live-action Iron Giant starring Haley Steinfeld and Bumblebee. It's fantastic. I love Bumblebee. It's seriously. I'm not over exaggerating here. It's actually a really good movie. The Transformers movies, on the other hand, aren't. But something about the first three that I like them. They click with me somehow. All right, I don't understand it. Then I picked up Zombieland and Zombieland Doubletap. These are some zombie movies, comedy zombie movies. All right, they're not Oscar-winning gold, but Zombieland's fun. I have not seen Doubletap, so maybe I'll check out Doubletap. Then I picked up G.I. Joe Origin Snake Eyes. I have not seen G.I. Joe Origin Snake Eyes. I'm not expecting gold here. The other two G.I. Joe movies we've gotten were not great, but I watched them when I was growing up, and I enjoyed them, even though they were not great movies. G.I. Joe Origins, I've heard, is not great either, because, I mean, they took Snake Eyes, and they gave him a face, and he talks, and all this other stuff. But it was $10. So I'm like, I'm going to watch it at some point. You know, I've heard that the action's good, the effects are good, but the story is just not. So I'm intrigued to check it out and add it to my G.I. Joe collection. Is it connected to the old G.I. Joes? Is it not connected to the old G.I. Joes? I don't know. Why is it so hard for Hollywood to make a good G.I. Joe movie? I don't understand. Then, completely in the opposite direction, I picked up Shawshank Redemption, probably one of the best movies ever made. This movie's phenomenal. If you have not seen Shawshank Redemption, go watch Shawshank Redemption. Seriously, it's gold, right? It's like up here. All these other movies so far have been like down here. It's like up here, right? Shawshank Redemption is just absolutely phenomenal. Seriously, phenomenal. Then I picked up Super 8. It's a J.J. Abrams directed movie. Steven Spielberg produced. It's J.J. Abrams, all right? You either like J.J. Abrams or you don't like J.J. Abrams. It's a sci-fi movie. I mean, I think J.J. Abrams is good at making spectacle. He's not good at closing down series, but he's good at making spectacle. So this produces spectacle, and it's enjoyable. Then I picked up the best Christmas movie, Die Hard, all right? Who doesn't love watching Die Hard every Christmas season? I don't watch it around Christmas, but a lot of people say it's a Christmas movie. I don't care. There's like a huge internet debate about that. I don't care, all right? Christmas movie, not a Christmas movie, doesn't affect me one bit. But it's a classic action movie that everyone talks about, so I had to add to my collection. Then I picked up one of the more recent video game adaptations, and that's Mortal Kombat. Not a great movie. Not a good movie. It's a decent movie, all right? It's got the fatalities and the blood and the gore that you want from... It's got the fatalities and the blood and the gore that you want from Mortal Kombat. The story is very lacking, but it delivers on a lot of the Mortal Kombat-esque nature of it. The fights, the blood, the gore, all that stuff. The characters look good. They don't act good, but they look good. This movie was $10, so I'm like, it gave me some passable entertainment. Might as well add it to the collection. You know, easy, done. There we go. Then I picked up the latest MCU movie, Shang-Chi, in steelbook form. Shang-Chi, I thought, was one of the best origin MCU movies we've gotten. Alright, so this year the MCU movies have kind of been hit or miss. Black Widow was alright. Eternals was alright. But Shang-Chi, I thought, was really good, right? The action was really good. The story was really good. The characters were really good. I can't wait to see more Shang-Chi in the MCU. Probably one of the best origin movies we've got. Some people are putting it as like top 5 Marvel. I don't think it's that high, but I think it's pretty high up there, especially for origin movies. Then I picked up Fences. Fences is an adaptation of a play of the same name. I've read the play. I've seen the movie. I got this at the dollar store. It's a heartfelt movie about family and, family. It's about family and living in a city, and it's decent. All right, it takes place in a backyard. Pretty much the entire movie takes place in the backyard. So it's a play, and you either like things like this or you don't. I enjoyed it. Then I picked up one of the weirdest, but one of the most fun sci-fi movies that I've watched, and I've watched repeatedly a lot, The Fifth Element, all right? Such a cult classic. I don't know why, but it's really good, all right? It's very weird, very out there, but it's really, really good. It's really well done. You wouldn't expect it, but it is. I love The Fifth Element. If you have not seen The Fifth Element, go watch The Fifth Element. It's classic sci-fi at its finest. Then I picked up Tom Hanks' newest movie, News of the World. Have not seen it, but it was $10. I've heard good things. Tom Hanks cannot do any wrong. He's a great actor. I'm excited to check this out. It's like a Western starring Tom Hanks and this girl. So I'm excited to watch it. And then I picked up a classic movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Everybody knows Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It's great, all right? Filled with fun, filled with your imagination goes wild. It's better than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, though I grew up watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory more. But they're still both decent movies, but Willy Wonka is like up here. Charlie's like down here. Willy Wonka is just, it fills you with childlike wonder, and I just love it. All right, it's absolutely phenomenal. I don't know if the 4K upgrade's good, but the movie is amazing. So then I picked up Rambo First Blood. It's the first Rambo movie. It was cheap, and I'm like, Rambo's a classic action series, so add it to the collection, I guess. But then I messed up because then I got Rambo Last Blood. I don't have Rambo 2, I don't have Rambo 3, I don't have Rambo 4, but I have Rambo 1 and Rambo The Last Blood, so I'm missing a lot from this series. Alright, there's supposed to be like 3 other movies in here, but I couldn't find them on Black Friday, so I didn't get them. But yeah, that's all the movies that I picked up in the month of November. I picked up a lot of movies. Let me know what movies you picked up. Let's get into the video games real quick. I only picked up one video game, and that was Pokemon Shining Pearl. Alright, a remake of the Pokemon games that I played when I was growing up. Loved them when I was growing up. So glad I get to play them again in a remastered format. The art style's cute. The art style's cute. The game's fun. It's a lot better than Sword and Shield. So I'm excited. I'm so happy. Technically, I played Platinum when I was growing up, not Pearl or Diamond. But they didn't remake Platinum. They remade Pearl and Diamond. So I'm playing Pearl. Then as far as Funko Pops go, I picked up Firelord Ozai. Look at him. Phenomenal. All of the Avatar Pops are absolutely phenomenal. They put a lot of heart and soul into these things. I mean, just look at this. All right, the fire, the effects, his headpiece. Just, seriously, I love the Avatar Pops. They're just perfection. And then finally, let's get into the books. I picked up a lot of books. So as far as books go, I bought a lot of books because they were on sale, or I found them for cheap, or, you know, I went to a bookstore I don't really go to, and I'm like, I'm going to support this bookstore. So I picked up The Lady of the Lake. It's the 5th Witcher book. Now I have the entire Witcher series. Love The Witcher. All right, love it to death. I never finished The Witcher 3, the video game, but I love the book series, and that's what the show is based off of, and I, you know, want to watch the entire, want them to adapt the entire series. I'm really hoping they get to it, but Lady of the Lake is the 5th one. It's the biggest one. I mean, just look at this big boy. Look at this. This is a chunky book right here. Love it. And then I picked up Neil Gaiman, American Gods. I've started reading Neil Gaiman for the first time. I read Stardust. Now I'm going to read American Gods. I love Neil Gaiman's works because I love Good Omens, all right, on Amazon. I love that show. Neil Gaiman is great at what he does. So I'm so glad I get to break into his books now, and I enjoyed Stardust, and I can't wait to check out American Gods. Then I picked up the last two Thrawn Ascendancy novels. These are the second canon Star Wars Thrawn trilogy. They take place before, like, a lot of stuff. It's just about Thrawn and his home world with all the other Chiss, which is with his species. It's all of them. So there's 3 in the series. Really good, the first one. Excited to check out these 2 because they were both $15, which is really nice. But yeah, the Thrawn trilogies are great, alright? The canon Thrawn trilogy, this Thrawn trilogy, and the first canon Thrawn trilogy, the second canon Thrawn trilogy, and then the Legends Thrawn trilogy, alright? Thrawn is just a great character, and I'm so glad that he got brought back to the canon. Then I picked up the 3 Trials of Apollo books, alright? Rick Riordan. This is the sequel series to Percy Jackson, Heroes of Olympus. It's the sequel series, the thing that caps it all off. I don't think it's connected to the Vikings, Magnus Chase, or to the Kane Chronicles, but it is connected to Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus. So, I loved Heroes of Olympus growing up. I read a little bit of Percy Jackson. I didn't connect with it as much as I connected with Heroes of Olympus for some reason. I loved Heroes of Olympus, enjoyed Magnus Chase, enjoyed Kane Chronicles, and I'm excited to read these. they're not, these amazing. I mean, they're good, but they're not like, like the level of this, right? They're young adult, not even young adult. They're like the same level as Harry Potter, which isn't young. I don't know what it is, but I love Rick Riordan. I love what he writes. I grew up reading Rick Riordan, and I'm excited to read this final series. And then he said he's gonna be done with God, so I'm gonna be done with Rick Riordan. I'm sorry, I don't wanna read them if they're not about gods. I love mythology, so I'm sorry, Rick Riordan. But yeah, that is all the movies, video games, books, and pop figures I picked up in the month of November. Let me know what you picked up in the comments below. Let me know what you liked about what I picked up, alright? I love buying things. I love seeing what other people are buying. And now we're in a new month, so that means a new time. That means more collecting, more buying. Christmas is coming, so I'm going to get, hopefully, I don't know, maybe some things I can show off there. Maybe we'll do a Christmas haul. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, as always, remember to drop a like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and all that jazz. All the ones that YouTubers tell you guys to do. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I have links on Twitter and TikTok, sometimes on Facebook, barely on Instagram. Follow me on those places, subscribe to me here. And with that, I hope to see you in the next video.